Hey there, gorgeous. Welcome back to my channel, and if it's the first time you've rocked through my door, I hope your day has been going lovely, and that I can maybe make it a little bit better if it hasn't. Today we are talking about a fantastic Lovecraft-inspired turn-based tactical RPG with roguelite elements by the name of The Last Spell. Developed by Ishtar Games, this being their third outing into the gaming world. The Last Spell opens with an intense opening, sporting beautiful pixel artwork depicting this gritty imagining of a Lovecraftian medieval age. The premise of the plot goes like this. The world has been corrupted by human greed, as it often does, and the worst of the wars is raging constantly across the land. In an attempt to control the outcome of the war, a sect of deranged mages cast the Cataclysm, leaving the world shrouded in a mist filled with Lovecraftian beasties. Only a few bastions of safety are left in the world. It is your job to defend these bastions, as a few talented mages are left to attempt to cast the last spell. If they can manage that, they can banish magic from this world and save us from our tentacly fate. So what is your job, the player? You are to command the hardened warriors who will defend the last good mages to cast this last spell. In many ways, gameplay is set up like a tower defense. Waves of enemies come in from any of the four sides of the square map, and you defend it with your units in a turn-based format. But during the production phase, which comes between each combat phase, you are allowed to build some structures that help you fight back, and it allows you to reinforce your walls and things of that nature. If you were around when I reviewed Age of Darkness, it's kind of set up in a similar way, but where Age of Darkness has you troop into the darkness to destroy the source of the enemy, the last spell instead has you defend what's left of the city until the mage finishes charging his Kami. Not to mention, the last spell is a roguelite. This means that you will lose often, but when you do, it won't be for naught. You progress constantly, to the point that the game even has two different forms of ongoing progression. There's the darkness trees and the lightness. Is that a word? I don't fucking know. The darkness trees are progressed through completing missions like killing so-and-so number of enemies, blowing up 3 enemies at once, those sorts of things, typically to do around destruction or murder. Completing these quests awards you points of darkness that you can expend for new items that show up in your future runs, or maybe new structures, abilities, things of that nature. For lightness, the quests are more difficult, and don't reward you any lightness currency, as there is none. Instead, when you complete a lightness quest, you earn the reward then and there. While this is definitely not a complicated difference between the two different trees, it does a good job of making the two feel different. Because while the darkness quests kind of take care of themselves each run, the lightness ones you can really work towards if you so desire. I just found it a fun change of pace. Sue me. Other than the large range of darkness and lightness rewards that shake things up, the large array of weapon types and abilities help make the game feel even more fun to come back to run after run. Because that's honestly what makes or breaks a roguelite, the replayability, obviously. And I do have to say that the replayability is definitely here. I never found myself not working towards that next upgrade, never found myself unexcited to find that next round. I also just want to give you a friendly warning real quick. Your AoE abilities can kill teammates, so yeah, I may or may not have absolutely sent poor old Frederick to the afterlife rather gruesomely, and in his back it was an arrow. He is dead, but at least some good beats played while he died, because goddamn, the music in this game fucking bops. Like, dude, I turned off my Spotify for this game. That doesn't happen. Now, as for any negatives I have for this game, there is one big criticism that I have: the lack of variety in objectives. Now, while the core of the story is protecting these mages, it can get a little annoying to have to protect these dumb mobile motherfuckers when you just want to kill some shit. So truly, I think this game could use some more mission types. I never really got completely bored of the game as long as I took breaks, but playing in one long session did make the experience suffer. Maybe some missions where you have to go save some mages, or maybe even allowing allowing us to do a special mission to wipe out a bunch of enemies in a city to clear it and then use it for one of the protection missions. I don't know, just a little more variety there would be nice. Otherwise, the game is phenomenal. The fun is off the charts, and the replayability is 100% there, and the range of variability in characters, abilities, weapons, enemy types, it's fantastic. And the best part is I never feel as though my time is being wasted thanks to how well this game paces itself with its upgrades, and how it makes you earn them. So I definitely recommend buying into this early access if you are somebody that does that and likes turn-based games. Otherwise, definitely keep your eye on this bad boy. Slap him into your wish list maybe, and check on him in a year or something. Anyhow, thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or just found it interesting, do please leave a like. It helps a ton and earns you a kiss. If you want to go one base further, give that subscribe button some of your time, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly, have a goddamn wonderful day, and don't die, bitch.